I think I always liked thinking about philosophical, abstract questions. Like, I remember sitting in assembly in primary school and trying to work out if God was a thing that could actually be real, if that concept made any sense.
I think the reason I chose philosophy was it was something that I already kind of did. Questioning, you know, your experiences and understanding them, having more perspectives on them.
Philosophy for me is fundamentally about the way that we should understand the world that we live in, but also the best way that we should interact with each other and live in the world.
Philosophy for me personally is about experience and questioning experience and tackling confusion that we may have, or learning to be comfortable with that confusion.
So I began to set philosophy up at UWE because there was a demand for it on the part of students. The key element was we did not want to represent just one strand of philosophical activity. Rather, we wanted to represent philosophy as a universal practice. It's also, I think, key to notice that we have staff from all over the world who work here, and this has been an historical fact about the department. So we never fitted into a standard model of what a philosophy department was like.
What has made UWE really special for me is kind of the close-knit community that you have.
I was always quite an introvert. I think uni really helped push me to sort of open my social circle.
The sense of community we've got at UWE is a really important part of the degree. And it's important to have because fundamentally the way you want to be doing philosophy is through discussing ideas with other people, having a space where you can feel comfortable debating, testing out your ideas.
My role as a teacher is fundamentally to inspire in a student the sense of engagement with the abstract dimensions of reality.
There's a brilliant teaching community. It brings people together and it brings you out of yourself by a lot. Like, the lecturers know how to push you enough and poke you enough to get you to say something if you're maybe a bit too shy.
But also talk to you like you're not just a student. They are as interested in what you have to say in your opinion as you are in listening to their lectures.
When I first started studying philosophy, I didn't think I was very confident in my abilities. Like, I was always quite shy, quite nervous. But then after the 2 years, I became a lot more confident. I kind of believed in myself a lot more. So at the moment, I'm working on a project I started 2 years ago while I was still a student here, called Intervention. And Intervention operates as a safe space where different marginalised people come together.
You factor in the way we've been taught and the things we've learned in such a variety, in so many different ways. It makes you appreciate that you kind of have to try and engage yourself with all these different things because it's a waste not to.
When you start to listen to philosophies and it's like the ideas that you've had in your own head and you're like, they're just nonsense kind of things, and then you see these ancient philosophers that have released books and texts and you're like, oh my god, like now it makes sense. Yeah, literally.
Yeah. We are, one way of thinking about what we are, in fact, is that part of nature where nature achieves self-consciousness. We are nature's way of posing and asking questions. Aristotle said this in the first line of his Metaphysics: all humans by nature desire to know.